Let's start with Oglethorpe. Oglethorpe is a fast-paced offense, but they are an excellent shooting team. Look for them to drive hard to the rim and for them to get second and third chance opportunities. For Yeshiva, it's about the motion offense, getting the offense to work the way that it normally has, and obviously they are going to have a bigger advantage in the key with Yoav and Luke. Hopefully getting second, third chance opportunities for them as well will be a key today.
Well said. I'm sure the fans back home are happy seeing that you're on the mic today. It's going to be a fun game. We're going to send you to commercial break right after. Stick around because we got national anthem, starting lineups, and an incredible game.
The best source of news today is JBS. And viewers should understand that this has become the public square of the American Jewish community. This is where they can get 24/7 information, understanding, analysis, sympathetically, honestly, accurately. JBS should become the address of choice.
The Yeshiva basketball team is doing very, very well now, and JBS is broadcasting the game. My take on that is the fact that the Yeshiva team is doing well. It's so great that JBS is doing this. Sadly, Mark, who did the first time we broadcasted a game, when they first made the tournament, he was the MC. He was the anchor man from JBS. So, so much of what Mark wanted to do, we're going to try to do as best we can with our limited abilities to fulfill, so many of his dreams.
Honestly, I think that people should be learning about Jewish civilization in public school. I don't understand why they're not. Because the reality is, and if you look at a high school history textbook, what does it say about Jews? There's probably a chapter at the end that says they died in the Holocaust. Like, that's the only place where they're only in the book in the mass grave. And you might say, well, there's a lot of people who aren't in that book, except that Judaism is foundational to Western civilization. Like, you can't understand Western civilization without understanding Judaism. Who are Jews? We are a joinable tribal group. Joinable is important. Joinable tribal group with a shared history, homeland, and culture. Part of the culture is a non-universalizing religion. What I just said is like a paragraph in English. In Hebrew, it is one word that is 2 letters long, Am. We are Am Yisrael. That is who we are.
Max Live, Yeshiva University men's basketball on JBS, is made possible in part by Janet and Lior Hod and family, with immense gratitude to Hashem.
Two things Soloveitchik says about image of God, which I think are extremely important. Number one is he says, why did God make us in the image of God? Made us like God? Why? So his answer is, because we have a halachic principle, shlucho shel adam kamoto. When you want to appoint a power of attorney, when you want to appoint a messenger to carry out an important mission for you, you have to find somebody who has a mind like yours, Otherwise, they can't represent you. You're giving them the power of attorney. So if you have a particular mission for them, you have to make sure to find somebody who understands the mission, who has the capacity to carry it out. If God made us in the image of God, that implies we are a shaliach. God had in mind a messenger and a mission for us. And since that messenger has to be like God, he made us like God. God has given us, Salvation says, two things. Given you talents and given you birth in a particular time. Why are you born in this time? So his answer is, because God said this is the time when your talent and your ability can carry out my mission. I believe God's mission here, again, is Tikkun Olam, is creating the world, is treating every human being as an image of God.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This time we ask you please direct your attention to the court. Our Rabbi, Senior Rabbi, and congregation Petrels will recite prayers for the United States of America, for peace in Israel, and for the safety of the Israeli Defense Forces and those being held in captivity.
Good afternoon, everyone. We begin as we do every day with a series of prayers, first for the well-being of all our brave soldiers, men and women protecting our people and defending our land. We should hear how to say what it's far.
are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great virtual events and opportunities we have for YU students and how you can too become a Maccabee. Starting lineup for the Oglethorpe Stormy Petrels, we got at guard the 6'3 senior from Kennesaw, Jordan James. At guard, the 5'11 junior from Mount Airy, number 12, Malachi Dooley. At guard, the 6'3 junior from Roswell, Georgia, number 14, Jackson Kemp. At guard, the 6'1 senior from Marietta, number 15, Dylan Pumpian. At forward, the 6'6 senior from Kennesaw, number 21, Perry Robinson. The Stormy Petrels are coached by head coach Philip Ponder. And now, starting for Yeshiva University, we got at guard, the 6' senior from Bergenfield, New Jersey, number 23, Max Zakine. At guard, the 6'2 senior from Muncie, number 12, Zevi Samet. At forward, the 6'5 junior from Fairlawn, number 15, Or Sanjevsky. At forward, the 6'6 junior from Ain Vered, Israel, number 22, Dotan Bardichev. At forward, the 6'8 sophomore from Great Neck, number 21, Luke Cronin. The Macs are coached by head coach Elliot Steinmetz. Now, Arn, we were discussing earlier off stream, but I would love to bring it to the viewers' attention. How did each team really fare out the last time each of them played the game of basketball?
Certainly. Let's start with Oglethorpe. Oglethorpe is currently, they're actually from the Atlanta, Georgia area. As a fellow native Atlantean, it's great to see them come up to New York. Love to see that. But they were recently playing St. Joe's, Brooklyn last night. They won by 73 to 53. Led by Perry Robinson, the focal player and really the team leader of the Oglethorpe team. And so certainly I'm going to expect Perry to be doing a lot of work today for his team. And for Yeshiva, they're coming off a great win off of Springfield last Tuesday, I believe, and they led the way. Dotan Bardichev led the way for them with 14 points, really shooting excellently and really leading his team throughout the game. So for Yeshiva, for them to continue to play the way that they've been playing, I'd love to see Max and Zevi, the way that they played against Mountain Union at the beginning of the season, really show their excellence and eliteness today against this Oglethorpe team from Atlanta.
Well said, well said. As each team begins to take their spots around half court, this one is obviously set to be an incredible matchup early in the season, yet exciting nonetheless. Aaron, what do you see as the keys to the game for each team to really pull out the victory here today?
Yeah, let's start with Yeshiva. Luke Cronin, number 21 for Yeshiva, still a recent addition to the Yeshiva transfer as we get underway.
As Robinson controls the tip, but it ends up going out of bounds. Yeshiva is going to begin with the ball, you were saying.
Yeah, Luke is one of those guys in the paint that I certainly am going to expect a big day from. Their Oglethorpe's best player is Perry Robinson, and that seems to be their best player, or their biggest player on the court right now. And for Luke to go to work against arguably their best player is going to be a lot of fun, hopefully for Luke today. But for Oglethorpe, it's going to run through Perry Robinson. You're going to see him take a tremendous amount of shots, and you're going to see him work the offense with the rest of their team. Look out for Dylan Pompian as well, an excellent shooter in his own right, to also lead the way.
As right on cue, he gets a bit of a deflection, Perry Robinson, but YU retains possession. At the buzzer of the shot clock, it's no good. It's going the other way.
Yeah, beautiful defense there from Oglethorpe, really limiting the amount of shots there that Yeshiva was able to see on that possession.
And now Robinson drives to the hoop, looking to take the lid off. No good. Zevi coming the other way. He finds Sanjevsky inside. He's looking to do something with it. And that's a three from Cronin. No good, going the other way.
Yeah, I don't know if Coach Steinmetz is going to like that shot selection there from the center. An open shot, but still not something you want to see early in the game for Luke. You'd rather see him find the shot inside or create opportunities for other players there.
Especially with time on the shot clock.
Exactly.
As Zevi doing everything he can to guard him one-on-one, but Malachi Dooley gets the bucket.
Yeah, Malachi Dooley is noted as a super fast athlete. Really brings a lot of tenacity and defensive prowess to this Oglethorpe team. Really a leader of the squad, and it's good to see him get on the board early for Oglethorpe.
As Zevi takes it inside, over the defender, no good. It's going the other way. over the big man, Dotan. Good defense there, able to get the stop. Zakheim with a head of steam heading to the hoop, and he scores. There was no one who was going to stop him on that play.
Yeah, it's hard to stop Max when he's going full speed down the court. He is a beautiful finisher, and you just saw it there.
As they get it inside to Robinson, deflected, stolen. Zakheim with the ball.
Yeah, good hands there from Orsenjevsky.
Gives it off to Zevi. Zevi looking to do something with it. Finds Sajewski for a wide open layup. Almost surprised to find himself that wide open, as we immediately got a timeout called by Coach Elliot Steinmetz.
Yeah, coach is not happy, but yeah, I don't know what coach saw there that we didn't see. It looked like a beautiful wide open pass from Zevi to Orr, but it looks like coach just wanted to take care of something there because he saw something he didn't like.
Well said, well said. We'll figure that part out when we come back from commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back. The score is 4-2, Yeshiva lead. We're coming out of a YU Max timeout. Looking to just reorient the guys and whatnot.
Yeah, I saw a very quick note here on Dylan Pompian. He actually is a D1 transfer. Originally went to UT Martin and came over to Oglethorpe and is really just wanting to play some basketball. So good for him, making that move from D3 to D1.
And the three-point attempt is no good, but they do retain possession. The ref has stopped play. The ref has stopped play to adjust the shot clock there. Looking to do something with it. We got under 10 seconds on the shot clock. They're gonna have to find some offense here. That's Robinson down low. He puts it up. A beautiful touch.
Yeah, we had a chance to speak to Coach for Oglethorpe, and Coach told us that Perry Robinson is the best player on his team, and he believes that he can get a bucket whenever he wants, and you just saw him go to work there.
As we got cornered inside, a little bit too much power. They're going to slow things down here.
Yeah, some more on Perry. Perry last season was the first team all-conference last year in his conference, and you can tell by his athleticism that he is incredibly talented.
And they swing it around the hoop. That's a three-point attempt, no good. YU regains possession. Sajewski with a strong take to the hoop. He puts it up. That's a foul on the ground. YU ball.
Yeah, good take from Orr there, attacking the rim, leading to a foul. That's going to allow Yeshiva to get more opportunities at the line later today.
Indeed. A nice cross-court pass over to Zevi Samet. Zevi looking to set up the offense here. That's Zakheim with a take to the hoop. He kicks it out. Dotan swings it to Zevi. Zevi with three, and that's good. He saw daylight and wanted to take advantage immediately.
Yeah, beautiful pass there, getting it around to Zevi. I thought Dotan was going to shoot it. He had a lot of space, but the man came up to guard him and left Zevi wide open in the corner, and you don't want to do that.
As Robinson drives to the hoop, gets his own rebound and puts it back in.
A very athletic play there from Robinson.
Zakheim now has the ball, but he gives it immediately inside to Sajewski. Sajewski overpowering his defender. He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for two.
Yeah, not much that Malachi Dooley can do there. He's a big dude, but Orr is even bigger, and it's hard to be able to hold off a big Orsenjevsky down low, and Orr just went to town on Malachi there.
We got a little trivia question for those watching back at home. Who scored the first bucket of the season for the Max last year? Tweet your answer with the hashtag MaxLiveTrivia. find out the answer. It's Malachi looking to do something with it. YU with pressure, not really emphasizing perimeter defense, but it's just too easy as Jordan James gets to his spot and hits the shot. Zevi now with the ball in the corner. He drives to the hoop. He takes the shot. He makes it. That's textbook for Zevi Samet. Stormy Petrels looking to set up their offense here. Eitan focused as anything. This is a one-on-one matchup. Forced into a turnover. Zakheim takes it on the fast break. A little up and under, beautiful. And just like that, we got a timeout called by Oglethorpe. We'll be right back, stick around. We're sending you now to commercial break.
Max Live, Yeshiva University men's basketball on JBS, is made possible in part by Janet and Lior Hod and family, with immense gratitude to Hashem.
Welcome back. Aaron, this has been an exciting game so far. 12-8 is the score. What have you seen so far that you've liked?
So let's start with Yeshiva. I love the fact that Yeshiva is not taking many threes. They're attacking the rim, and they're getting their opportunities inside, something that normally you'd see a lot of Yeshiva threes early in the game. We haven't seen so much of.
Oh, as Oglethorpe gets an easy layup down low.
Yeah, and I'd argue the same thing for Oglethorpe. Oglethorpe has only taken 2 threes, but all their points coming inside the paint, except for the one jumper. So certainly there was a statement that coach told them to attack the rim, and they're doing just that.
Exactly. Look at his emphasis. But you know what? Orszajewski's telling you we could do it down low, but guess what, Arn? We could also do it from behind the arc. Incredible.
Well said. Well said. Beautiful shot there from Orr. Beautiful step back.
As Dotan comes up, he gets a little bit too aggressive for the ref's liking. That's a foul on him. As Jackson Cronin's going to sub in for his brother. Got a little bit of a smaller lineup now. Jackson, the D1 transfer. Scores 15-10.
Yeah, we have a lot of D1 players actually in this game, or former D1 players I should mention, now playing in a Division III team. So it really just comes to show you that it doesn't really matter where you play basketball. You could start off anywhere, and you could end up playing on the court.
As Zevi gets the steal there, he's looking to attack the bigger man. He somehow remains in possession of the ball. Good move by Orr there to slow it down a little bit, slow down the pace. Max looking to make something happen. He finds Zevi at the top. Zevi drives to the hoop, and he does get fouled there, driving over the taller defender. That's Logan Turner, who was called to the foul. Yeah, you were saying a lot of D1 talent. I'd argue that YU has had D1 talent playing for them for years, year in and year out. They want to play for the Yeshiva Max, so they come here and they play.
Certainly indeed, and I'm saying Oglethorpe as well. They have a Division II transfer as well that we may have spoken about already in Perry Robinson, coming from a mid-level D2 program. And certainly we spoke about Dylan Pompian, who came from UT Martin. He was a walk-on there, made the team, and decided to come over to play for Oglethorpe in order to get some real minutes. And he's one of their starters now. So it's exciting to see. Doesn't matter where you start off, come to play D3 ball. It's always exciting.
Exactly. As Effie Freundlich has just checked in for Zevi Samet after he nailed the free throws. Well, they find Robinson inside. He's looking to do something on the smaller defender, and he's able to put it up and in. Zach at the top. He gives it off to Effie. Effie gives it up, back up to Zakheim. Cronin with a beautiful drive inside. Fortunately, unable to finish there as Oglethorpe comes the other way with it. No ability to finish there as that YU comes back around. Zakheim, he puts it up. He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line.
Yeah, beautiful drive there from Max. He was not going to let anybody stand in his way to the basket and was able to get to the line for 2 shots there. Really a beautiful play from Max there.
Exactly. There are very few people you, as an opposing player, would like to see less on the fast break than Max Zakheim. When he's got a head of steam, he is just gunning to that hoop. As he sinks the first free throw from the Jarrett stripe. He hits both there. The score is now 19-12.
I just realized this. Number 14, Jackson Kemp, and number 22, Mason Kemp, they're brothers. But not only that, they both got the really cool specs on their eyes there. Love that look. Really old-fashioned.
Love it. James Worthy-esque, if I may say so myself. As Cronin now has the ball at the top. Dishes it off to Effie. YU's looking to make something happen here on offense. Roy kicks it out to Cronin. Cronin drives to the hoop. That's a strong take, and he scores the layup. That wasn't an easy take.
Not even a little. Perry Robinson, the much bigger player, was on him there and to create space there. Jackson was able to back him up. Really a beautiful layup there. Tough make.
Oglethorpe looks to make something happen here. That's Robinson. He gets fouled by Yoav Oselka. He's going to go to the line for 2. Robinson's really just trying to do everything he can to make sure that this Yeshiva lead doesn't get out of hand. So far nothing they can't overcome.
Yeah, Perry Robinson on the day already has 6 points at the line for 2. Now at 7. He currently has more than 50% of their points. So certainly where Oglethorpe is going to try to go a good amount of time when they have the ball. But for Yeshiva right now, the points are coming all over the place with Zevi, and Max really taking main possessions of the shots.
And for those viewers who really just don't take your word when you say it, you told us Robinson would be the focus of their offense. Then you were right. As that's pouring up top. Back to Cronin. Oh, they find Zevi in the corner there. Zevi puts up the 3, no good from where he hit it last time. Oglethorpe does have numbers. Robinson takes it to the hoop. Unable to score. However, Jack Thomas is right there to clean it up and put it in.
Yeah, way to create second chance opportunities there for Oglethorpe. Jack with a beautiful putback.
Right inside to Effie, who gives it. Beautiful dish to Yoav Oselka. Beautiful find. That's a way to set up a half-court offense. That's a sign of some good coaching.
Yeah, smart play there from Effie, dishing the ball down to the bigger Yoav when a man comes up to guard him.
Robinson remains to stay aggressive, and Yoav gets called for just his second foul in the last minute. Looks like he is going to check out. Yeah, that's right. 2 fouls, in under a minute of play. We got Orson Jeske checking back in for him.
Yeah, but that's the reality of a big Perry Robinson. You're going to have your big man down there against him all day because he is good. That's what they say in basketball. He is good.
Well said. That I believe is a technical term they use in basketball. That's an official.
Sometimes they say that he can ball. I personally think he's good.
Good is great. Or right off the bench comes back in. Attempts the layup, no good. They find Zevi after the save by Effie. Zevi unable to handle the ball there. It's going the other way. Oglethorpe looking to set up their offense here. Wanting to do something with it. Trying to generate some offense outside of Robinson. Got a little step back mid-range there. The analytics guys don't love that.
Yeah, not the shot I would be telling my players to take.
Orson Jeski gets called for a foul. He had his arm wrapped around his defender. It is now Oglethorpe's fault. The fans are livid after that call.
Yeah, they're going to say or that pushed off a little bit there. They'll call it the end of the day. See what happens as the game continues.
Or look at it, just get the ball right back after that call that he disagreed with. He steals it, saves it, dishes it off. Zevi gets fouled. He's going to the line for 2. As the gym is slowly beginning to get more and more filled, fans are trickling in one by one.
Yeah, it looks like all the shirim have ended, and the guys are starting to make their way from the base meadows into the gym.
Exactly.
Classic Sunday move, I have to say.
And Zevi did nail that first free throw. And he hits both. They call it the charity stripe. It's practically free for a man like Zevi Salmon.
Oh, it's free, and he'll take them.
Zach putting pressure on the ball. And that pressure is enough to force an error. It's Yeshiva ball.
Yeah, a lack of communication there from Oglethorpe. They had a nice play running, but the communication just wasn't there.
Why are you looking to make something happen? They get called for a foul. That's a foul on Jack Thomas on the entry pass.
Yeah, that'll be Jack's second foul, so he will take a seat. Already, Oglethorpe has 2 guys in foul trouble. Turner and Thomas both have 2 fouls already with 8.5 left to go in this first half. And for Yeshiva, Yoav Oselka is in foul trouble, and they obviously are going to sit until the second half. So not something you want to see if you're either Oglethorpe or Yeshiva with your main guys already with fouls.
Exactly, and it's important to note that Jonathan Levy did check into the game. That's number 35 over there. The basketball stud from Florida, man.
Certainly.
As Zevi saw a shot he liked, although unable to capitalize there.
Yeah, rare miss from Zevi. Not one to miss wide open threes.
That's Jordan James at the top. On Levy. Look at him do something with it. We got a steal. YU's got numbers. Going the other way. Zevi gets fouled. That's the foul on Jackson Camp, number 14. He's going to go to the line for yet another set of 2 free throws.
Yeah, Yeshiva's excellent right now on finding steals and just driving and getting fouls at the rim. Listen, right now it may not make much of a difference, but towards the end of the game when Oglethorpe is in foul trouble and their players have to be careful, it'll come back. So certainly a great steal leading to a nice foul and 2 shots at the charity stripe for Zevi.
Subscribe to Max Live on YouTube to make sure you do not miss any amazing Max games and highlights this season. As Zevi sinks the second free throw. YU's up by 9. Sort of been that range the entire game thus far. No one really able to create separation. As we got a little mid-range attempt. YU coming down, it's a 5-on-4. We got a 3-point attempt on a transition play. Dooley takes it all by himself to the hoop. It gets blocked. It's gonna stay here.
Beautiful, beautiful block there from Luke. But they switched men and Luke followed him to the rim and a beautiful stuff at the rim. Oglethorpe ball.
As a bit of a miscommunication there on defense, although YU did get bailed out, they called the foul. Yeah, miscommunication really there on defense to give him such a wide open layup on the inbound play there. This is going to be Jordan James who's shooting 2 free throws. He does nail the first one. That beautiful lefty stroke.
Yeah, with Perry Robinson currently not in the ball game, Yeshiva has to take advantage of that. As number 31 for Oglethorpe is now the big man on the floor, really with a lot of size. Curious to see what he's going to do inside.
Cronin gives it off to Zakheim. Zevi coming around the horn, around the baseline, man. Trying to drive baseline, no good. So he gives it to Cronin, up in the paint, and it's just too easy, using every single inch of that 6'8" frame.
Yeah, you saw the help there from Joe Hellenbrook, number 31, who's currently now being guarded by Luke, but that was a beautiful find there from Zevi to find Luke down low, the bigger man.
Wow, with a deep three-point attempt, it's no good. They do retain possession with the offensive rebound. He's going to try it again, and that's good. A man like Dylan Pumpian, who shoots such a deep three, you got to assume he's a shooter. So YU wasn't able to close out in time, and he did capitalize on that second attempt.
Yeah, beautiful tip there from Logan Turner to create that opportunity for Oglethorpe.
As Zevi tries to answer right back with a three of his own, no good. We got an out-of-bounds call or a foul?
I believe it was an out-of-bounds call there.
Okay.
Oglethorpe ball, but Zevi missing open threes is not something that Coach Steinmetz had in the playbook today. He's getting open shots. He's just not hitting right now, but that happens. Shabbos was only just yesterday, so certainly, the chunt is still in there.
As we got a strong take to the hoop by Dooley, and it's good. He's really been carrying the load offensively here with Robinson out on the bench taking a break. And there he is, looking all refreshed, ready to check back in the game. With a gorgeous feed inside, or unable to finish, or gets called for the offensive foul. A bit too much strength there on the second attempt.
Yeah, and that will now be Orr's second foul, so he will have to take a seat until the end of the first half.
We see Jackson Cronin checking back into the game. First time this game, I believe, that we could see the brothers play together. See what they can cook up.
Yeah, they're going to say that Orr led with his shoulder there, so that's why they're going to call the offensive there. But a beautiful rebound, just had to finish it the first time there. But we'll see him in the second half.
As that's just too easy. Robinson as he gets 2 points after immediately checking back into the game.
Yeah, right now it just looks like bully ball there from Perry Robinson, and you know what? If it's working, go to it.
Well said. A beautiful take on if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As Cronin to Cronin inside. The call is out of bounds. YU is going to retain possession.
Yeah, for Yeshiva right now, the offense is not working to its perfection. And the lack of shots in the perimeter, as we mentioned earlier in the game, is not as often as it was. And now they're settling for deep threes, and certainly not something you want to see if you're Yeshiva.
As Zevi has a wide open look in the corner, unable to capitalize there. Oglethorpe coming the other way. This is Malachi Dooley once again, looking to make something happen. He gives it up. Just some strong defense there, trying to go over the taller defender. It's no good. Zevi saves it. It's coming the other way. Yeah, Cronin up top with the ball. They kick it back out to Zakheim. Back inside. That attempt is no good. Dooley with a strong take to the hoop, and he scores. And just like that, the game is tied 29 apiece.
Yeah, Oglethorpe is currently on a run. Yeshiva, I believe, has not scored in about 6 minutes or so. Not something you want to see if you're Yeshiva. Oglethorpe is currently on a beautiful run. Let's see if Yeshiva can put a stop to it. They need points badly.
As Cronin finds Cronin down low for a wide open layup, he does get fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. As Roy Itkovich gets set to sub in.
Yeah, and that'll be Logan Turner's 3rd foul. So not something you want to see if you're Oglethorpe, if one of your starting players is going to be sitting going into the second half with more than 2 fouls, and now he has 3.
As Cronin is able there to take off the lid, something YU's been trying to do for the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's a badly needed bucket for Yeshiva.
And Roy Itkovich did not sub in. I believe he is looking to sub in for the shooter.
I would concur with that.
He doesn't hit the second free throw in an attempt to stay in the game. Well played. Robinson with a strong take to the hoop. He gets fouled. At that point, if Robinson gets the ball down low like that, there's not much else you can do.
Yeah, he's playing like a point guard and a center all in one right there. He knows how to ball. He's going to attack Yeshiva's center every time, and there can come to a point this game when Yeshiva could be running out of centers because Perry's going to attack them and go to the line every single time.
Exactly. You mentioned this hybrid blend, the point guard center. This is something we're seeing a lot in today's day, especially in the NBA. Guys like Giannis, like Jokic, like Victor Wembanyama, add Perry Robinson to the list. This man is really could do it all in offense.
I wouldn't put him in that caliber just yet, but maybe this is the beginning of something special.
I have a feeling we're seeing something. As he does hit one of the free throws to tie the game up again at 30 apiece. Zakheim has the ball up top.
Let's see if they can create some motion offense here. Find some back picks, find guys open.
Zakheim kicks it to Zevi in the corner. A bit hesitant there as he might be looking to get a layup to regain that confidence right now.
Yeah, I think Coach is telling them exactly what you just said. Attack the rim. Don't settle for the outside shots. Zevi there, rarely will he ever not shoot a 3, but that was one of those clear instances that Coach Elliott Steinmetz clearly said, don't shoot the 3, find the men wide open because they're going to come up to double team you and find the men wide open down low, and that led to a Roy chant that 2 points at the free throw line.
And that foul was called on number 3, Jordan James. Roy hits the first free throw. Yeah, that game plan of getting easy buckets inside by taking it slow, that worked, wonders for them in the beginning. And as you said, they're going to look to continue to try and really play that brand of basketball. YU leads by 1. We got 3 minutes left in the first half. Malachi Dooley, he's having himself a game so far. No good. Gets his own rebound and tips it back in. Just a gorgeous take on his end.
Yeah, beautiful finish there. Couldn't get the first time, but got the tip in. And this is Oglethorpe's first lead of the ball game.
Zakheim kicks it to Cronin at the top. They find Roy inside. Roy looking to do something with it. That's Zakheim. There's 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Roy gets the ball inside. He gets fouled. He scores it and 1.
Yeah, I know exactly what Coach Steinmetz is going to be telling his guys at halftime. He's going to say, you saw that play that Roy just got the and 1? How was that created? That was created because you passed the ball. You found the space and you found the wide open man down low. You didn't settle for the 3. And there was a beautiful example of how Yeshiva is going to score in the rest of this ball game. A beautiful play there from the Yeshiva offense.
Exactly, as Roy's able to complete the 3-point play by hitting the free throw. YU has a bit of momentum here. Robinson looking to put an end to that. Eitan with the steal. It's going the other way. YU does not have numbers. Zevi throws it away. We got James coming down the court. We got the shooter. He puts up the shot. He hits the shot. That's the second three for Tillian Pumpian. He sees daylight. He takes advantage immediately.
Yeah, Pumpian, a former D1 athlete right there. He is an athlete and he's a shooter. And you're seeing it.
As he does get called for the foul on the ground. He's a man who knows his role in this team. You get a shot, you take the shot. That's basically what his coach has been telling him, and he's been succeeding.
Yeah, coach said when we had a meeting with him on Friday, when Dylan gets hot, you can't stop him, and certainly the 2 threes, he's feeling it, and you just see that in his reactions. A shooter that you don't want to let get hot. Yeshiva has to they have to come up and guard him much higher than normally expected. But certainly the Perry Robinson and Dylan Pumpian game right now is what we're seeing early right now, and Yeshiva has to put a stop to that as Oglethorpe and Yeshiva are tied at 35 apiece.
Unable to take the lead there. Oglethorpe looking to play a slow brand of basketball on this timeout. I was just kidding. Malachi with a little, the fans there thought they wanted to travel called, but the play ultimately ends in a foul called on Roy. And due to the number of fouls that have been called in Yeshiva this half, he's going to the line.
Yeah, an interesting stat that I'm noticing currently, Yeshiva is being out-rebounded tremendously right now. They are 21-10 on rebounds. Oglethorpe is out-rebounding Yeshiva by double digits right now, and certainly if you're Yeshiva, you cannot allow that to happen when you're coming in as the quote-unquote bigger team, something that needs to be shored up for the second half.
It's not a recipe for success if you're Yeshiva. As he hits the first of the 1-and-1, therefore he has earned himself a second free throw.
Yeah, another interesting note, all of Oglethorpe's points except for 2 have come from their starting 5. So for Yeshiva, it's really important that when Oglethorpe starters are on, that you're on your A game right now, and certainly that's not happening.
As that guy looks to take it to the hoop, he's sick and tired of being sick and tired. Beautiful up and under thumb. That's that guy. As Malachi looking to answer right back as he takes it in on Max Zakive and just overpowers him to regain the lead. YU taking their precious time here, not in any rush. They find Crone at the top. He drives to the hoop. He puts it up. He scores. That's a layup from Jackson Cronin. Beautiful take there.
Yeah, once again, you saw Yeshiva penetrate the inside there by the paint and was able to finish there. Jackson was looking for an and one call, but beautiful play there.
As really the story of the second half of this first half, we've got YU scoring and Oglethorpe coming back down and scoring up one of their own. Many, many lead changes here as Oglethorpe is up 1. Eitan kicks it back up. YU's going to look to really play the clock out here to not give Oglethorpe too much time on the back end. They find Zakive. He puts up a 3. His first three-point attempt of the game is good. YU's up 2. We got 8 seconds left in the half. Malachi, once again, looking to take it to the hoop as he's been doing so many times this half. He gets fouled by Zakive. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, what I love to see there from Yeshiva was that once again they passed the ball and they found themselves an open shot. Even though it was a 3, it was a wide open 3. And for Yeshiva, they're going to take those shots when they have the opportunity. And Max Zakive, one of the higher 3-point percent shooter teams players on this Yeshiva team, really an excellent shooter. Found a beautiful shot there. And on the other side for Oglethorpe, number 12. Malachi Dooley has been impressing us the second half with double digits, 10 points, but really showing off with his hops and with his ability to get to the rim.
As that is, Max Zakive puts up the shot, very close, unable to score there. Yeshiva leads 42-41 going into halftime. Stay tuned for the Lekket Israel halftime show presented by Lekket Israel, and stick around because we'll be back after commercial break.
I didn't always think that I had the potential to make the NBA. You know, you have a lot of people throughout your life telling you you can't do it. You're not going to be tall enough. You're not going to be strong enough. You're too slow or whatever. And the way that you respond to those people is you just put in the work. I'm a big believer of what you do when nobody's watching. You put in the work when nobody's there, right? Just keep working, keep grinding, and it doesn't matter where you come from, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, anybody. You can be anybody. As long as you put in the work, you're going to make it.
Well, the Yeshiva basketball team is doing very, very well now, and JBS is broadcasting the game. My take on that is the fact that the Yeshiva team is doing well. The most interesting thing for me, when people forget about how many games they won, is that when they play in the tournament, the first round game, which takes place on Friday, doesn't start at 8 o'clock in the evening. It starts at 12 noon. The NCAA, which is the overriding body that controls sports, has more rules than the Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law. But they're accommodating us. It's another barometer of where Jews fit in America. So it's so great that JBS is doing these. Sadly, Mark, who did the first time we broadcasted a game, when they first made the tournament, he was the MC. He was the anchor man from JBS. So, so much of what Mark wanted to do, we're going to try to do as best we can with our limited abilities to fulfill, so many of his dreams.
So I know you played in, obviously, Valley Torah. Your father, Brad, is here, and your family's here as well. Quoted in Gary Belsky's article, in the ESPN.com article, when your dad said, well, why are you going to Yeshiva University, an Orthodox Jewish institution? And you asked your dad, well, why did you send me to a Jewish day school, Valley Torah? Explain why you decided to take that jump to Division III to play at a Jewish institution and how that transformed the Jewish community.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When it came down to my decision, it came down to, can I be a religious Jew? Is going D1, good enough for me to worth me sacrificing my religion, right? And stopping my faith because I want to I played Division I basketball. And when it came down to it, it just wasn't. And, I've seen people in the past that made that decision, because of the clout of Division I basketball. And I wanted to be able to set the pathway for, the Jewish kids and any kid, watching, that it doesn't matter where you come from, you could succeed. And just stay true to who you are and stay true to what you believe, and you'll make it.
Welcome to Being Jewish with Jonah Platt, the podcast where we explore and celebrate the full, gorgeous spectrum of Jewish identity. Every week, I'll sit down with notable Jews and non-Jewish allies across professional fields like entertainment, business, sports, politics, food, and more. Together, we'll dig deep into a conversation not likely to be had anywhere else, all surrounding one key question: what does being Jewish mean to you? So please, join me on Being Jewish with Jonah Platt, a judgment-free space of nuance, warmth, and honesty, where we can exalt, examine, and share together in the stories that make us who we are.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Max Live, Yeshiva University men's basketball on JBS, is made possible in part by Janet and Lior Hod and family, with immense gratitude to Hashem.
I think I'm probably more observant and more tied into the Jewish community now than I've ever been. I went to the University of Pittsburgh, and I think it was the second week of being on campus as a college freshman that I was walking through the quad, and one of the campus rabbis just, pointed me out. Hey, are you Jewish? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? There's just, everybody kind of has their Judar when you've been in the tribe for a while. And he invited me to Shabbat dinner at his house, and, broke college freshman away from home for the first time. Been 2 weeks since I had a home cooked meal, free dinner. I'm way in. Yeah. You'd say less, I'm coming. And it was beautiful. And he was an Orthodox rabbi, and he just made it a really warm, fun experience. And I basically went every Friday for all 4 years of college. And over that experience became really connected to the experience of doing Shabbat dinner, and then went to Israel on birthright. And then after I graduated college, I ended up going and living in Israel for a bit. And I think all of that kind of just snowballed into being a little bit more observant, caring a little bit more about the religious side, thinking more critically about that stuff. And now today, I say the Shema every morning. I have Shabbat dinners, host Shabbat dinners at my house with my wife, and try and plug in with the different Jewish communities depending on where we're living, which has been a really fulfilling experience for me.
Right on. I keep just hearing so many parallels with you to me. Like there was a rabbi in college who invited me to his house for Shabbat, who I'm still in touch with. Yeah. And I say Shabbat to my son every night. So we got a lot of the same ideas. Yeah. And I saw you wrote your unique spin on Shabbat observance is no social media and no news over Shabbat for 24 hours. I love that. Yeah. And what does that say to you about the individuality of being Jewish?
What I've sort of come to is, it's my relationship with God that matters. It doesn't really matter what other people think about it or how they view it. And I have to develop that kind of on my own in private. And for me, I know what makes it easier for me to connect in the way that I'm supposed to connect on a holiday like Shabbat, and that's unplugging from the news, because that's my dominant thing that happens throughout life. And I also know that I connect a lot with some of the sacrifice of certain observances like fasting or eating kosher or whatever. So on Shabbat, I try and be like as observant of a Jew as I can be. I might like sneak a piece of bacon on Sunday morning, but on Saturday morning, no way.
That's cool.
And like I do, so I try and plug in that way too. And it helps me. It helps me connect. It keeps me grounded. I think it's like it's a powerful tradition for me personally. And the unplugging from the news stuff just related to my work is such a relief. It makes me look forward to sundown at Friday night. It really does give me that kind of anticipation that I feel like I'm supposed to have for Shabbat, where it's like, I want it to come, I welcome it. And it's a relief, honestly, when I get there.
I love that. It's like every guest talks about how Shabbat's like the greatest thing and most meaningful thing.
Yeah.
So we're just, we're trying to spread Shabbat love everywhere.
Yeah.
Max Live, Yeshiva University men's basketball on JBS, is made possible in part by Janet and Lior Hode and family, with immense gratitude to Hashem.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back to this very special broadcast of this YU Max basketball game, thanks to JBS, the Jewish Broadcasting Service, for broadcasting today's game nationally. JBS is dedicated to strengthening Jewish identity and education through their 24/7 programming. JBS is an incredible platform for sharing these games, and we're so grateful for the support of the Hode family in making this season's television broadcast possible. Stay tuned as we bring the Max energy to your screens, coast to coast. Halftime stats are brought to you by Leket Israel. Leket Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israelis in need. Arn, we're talking about the stats here. How do you see stats have impacted today's play?
Certainly. Let's talk about for Oglethorpe. The two guys I really want to call out. Dylan Pompian, I think, is really the X factor of this Oglethorpe team. He's been shooting lights out from deep. He's 2 of 3 from deep, but his threes have really catapulted this Oglethorpe team. And certainly we can't not talk about the leading scorer for Oglethorpe, Perry Robinson, with 15, leading the way with 15 points. And he's 6 of 9 from the field goal. Certainly just drives down low and is able to take on any center or any guard who's trying to defend him. So for Oglethorpe this second half, he's somebody who I'm going to assume is going to take, once again, a multitude of shots, certainly in the paint as well. So those two guys certainly have been the highlight for Oglethorpe, but let's look at Yeshiva for a second. Yeshiva is up by 1, and you can't look anywhere else but Zevi Samet, who is, even though he's only 2 of 7 from the field goal line, from the field goals, he has 11 points. He's perfect from the free throw line, but 1 of 5 from deep is not a recipe for Yeshiva to do well today. And certainly we can't not talk about Max Zakheim, who once again is great from the field goal line. He is 4 of 5. I'm pretty sure his only miss was that 3 that they jacked up at the end of the half. So for Yeshiva, it's important that they find the open man with Oglethorpe playing a 2-3 defense. It's important that Yeshiva continues to pass the ball and find the open man, as they did throughout the first half, to get those wide open layups.
Well said. Beautiful, beautiful analysis. We're going to send it over to the sideline to our good man, Yosef Silver.
Thanks, guys. Coming from Atlanta, the Oglethorpe Stormy Petrels have a lot planned for this New York City weekend. After landing on Friday, they went in Saturday to St. Joseph, Brooklyn, fellow Skyline opponent, where they won by 20 points. While they're here, they're going to be visiting Yankee Stadium, Ellis Island, and the 9/11 Memorial. They'll also be going to 2 pizza places that are on the legendary pizza reviewer Dave Portnoy's leaderboard. For a lot of their guys, this is their first time in New York City, and it'll sure be a trip to remember. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Yosef. That's set to be a great trip out here. It's a lot more than just basketball. It's a lot bigger than basketball, also, in a city that never sleeps.
Yeah, speaking of bigger than basketball, I would like to welcome one of the Rosh Yeshivas of Sovolovsky to the gym. Bigger than basketball, his nephew, Zevi Samet, is Talmid Chacham in the Beis Medrash. I happen to see him every single day in Shir, and really leads by example. But certainly, he gets it from his uncle and from his family, who are massive Talmidei Chachamim in their own right. And it's really beautiful to see the Rosh Yeshiva of Sobolovsky here in the YU gym on a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
And one more connection from Sobolovsky to the YU Max. I happen to be in his shir. It's a great honor. He is an incredible Maggid shir, and it's exciting to see him here supporting his nephew and really the team as a whole.
Absolutely. Here at Yeshiva University, the Rebbeim, everyone is on board with sports, and Baruch Hashem, that's what makes this Yeshiva so incredible. So thank you, Rabbi Sobolovsky, for stopping by and for cheering on the Yeshiva Max.
Oglethorpe is going to start with the ball the second half, as if you remember, they did tip the ball, but immediately out of bounds while you began with the ball.
Yeah, let's see if Oglethorpe can create some opportunities for Perry Robinson down low.
No team really able to create any real separation thus far. Robinson takes it to the hoop. He gets fouled and one.
Yeah, right on cue there. Perry Robinson attacks the rim, and once again, there is nothing Yeshiva can do there as he creates another and one for himself.
As Robinson's able to complete that three-point play. We got Oglethorpe putting a little bit of pressure on full court. Nothing Max has never seen before. Although he does turn it over. That's Malachi, who did get the steal there, or hustles back. They say the ball was tipped off the sharpshooter, Pumpian. Great hustle from Orr there to gain YU Max the basketball. The refs are talking to the team behind the scoreboard. Yeah, it is YU's ball. Max takes it up the court, and he gives it up almost immediately. They give it inside to Cronin. He's looking to do something on Robinson. He puts it up. He puts it in. It's just barbecue chicken for him down there.
Yeah, it's something that we haven't seen so much from Luke so far in the season, but really nice to see there from Luke, the veteran center.
Veteran to the game of basketball. Not too much to Yeshiva Max basketball. Robinson once again looking to take it inside. He puts it up. He puts it in over multiple defenders. Zakon gives it to Zevi. Zevi looking to really get hot here this second half. If YU wants any chance of pulling away. Has a beautiful dish inside from Dovid to Cronin.
Yeah, what you noticed just there was they were trying to pull Perry Robinson away from the middle of the floor. He's the biggest man on the court. And certainly with James on Luke there, Yeshiva was trying to take advantage.
Airball three-point attempt there. Zach running down the court. He's a one-man show, and nobody can stop him. He scores the layup, and just like that, Yeshiva takes the lead.
Yeah, beautiful there. Beautiful take there from Max as Yeshiva takes a 2-point lead.
This matchup of Malachi on Max has been really a sight to behold as he scores yet again. This one-on-one matchup has been a thriller.
Yeah, we spoke about in the pregame a fast-paced offense, and Oglethorpe and they are showing it, running up and down the court.
As they find Zevi inside. Cronin, it's just too easy for him. They're really picking apart this defense.
Yeah, it sounds like whatever Coach Elliott told the team halftime-wise, really they're coming out and they're showing exactly what they did well in the first half, which is penetrating this beautiful defense.
And now the other thing is basketball is half offense, half defense. So let's get some stops here and hopefully pull away. As a cross-court pass to Zevi, he does save from going out of bounds. Dotan gives it back to Zevi. He drives baseline, he kicks it out, swings it around the horn. That's Max Zakheim with a wide open look. Unable to capitalize there. Zevi attempts to get the offensive rebound. That's a three-point attempt from Malachi. Cooley, he's just having himself a game.
Yeah, he's showing that he is up there with just about anybody else on this court, and he is an excellent ball player, as Coach spoke about earlier. Coach Ponder spoke about earlier in our meeting.
Zevi obviously wanting to answer back as Orr takes it to the hoop. Strong take. If you weren't expecting a thriller on a Sunday afternoon, you were highly mistaken.
Certainly. Coming into today, there was a lot of anticipation as to what this game could look like, and it is living up to the hype.
As Orr gets the steal, he finds Zevi on the fast break, and that's just too easy. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Defense leading to offense there. That's just the easiest 2 points you'll find after a really hard-earned defensive stop. As yet another steal, that one by Cronin. That guy coming the other way. Gives it to Dotan. Dotan over to Orr. Orr puts up the 3. It's no good. We got Robinson with the ball. He finds the shooter. He finds the shooter, Pompey, and he puts it up. Not really able to pick up where he left off.
Yeah, we are flying.
As Zevi still not able really to find and stroke this game.
Yeah, we've spoken to Coach Steinmetz in the past. We've asked him, hey, what happens if your top scorer can't score in Salmon? He always said, let the man shoot. He'll shoot out of it.
That's what they say. Shooters are going to shoot. That is a timeout called by Oglethorpe. We'll be right back. Stick around. We send you now to commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
We're proud to partner with JBS, a 24/7 Jewish television channel reaching over 250,000 homes every single month. From cultural programming to current affairs, JBS celebrates and educates about all things Jewish. Thanks to the Hode family for helping bring this Max Live season to television viewers around the country. As YU is up by 1, 54-53. Zevi finds Dotan down low for an easy layup.
Yeah, it sounds like the recipe for Yeshiva is not to take threes anymore, but to allow them to come out to press them, and for the Yeshiva to find the open man down low in the post.
Sort of taking advantage of the different defensive sets that Oglethorpe is throwing at them. As we got Pompian putting up the 3, that's where he feels comfortable. No good. On the rebound, Robinson gets fouled by Dotan Bardicci.
Yeah, and that'll be Dotan's 3rd as well. Once again, we spoke about this early in the broadcast, but it's going to be hard to hold down Perry Robinson, and you're going to see the 3 big men for Yeshiva, Yoav, Dotan, and Luke, try to defend Perry as much as they can until they all run out of fouls.
And, a fan was telling me at halftime he wants to see more Yoav Oselka. Well, you got it. He just checked into the game. As YU gets the stop there. They're coming the other way. Max with a head of steam. It's just too easy for the Red Rocket. YU's up by 5. The first time we've seen a 2-possession lead in really some time now.
Yeah, it's been about half, almost a full half since the last time they had a 5-point lead.
As Roy gets a little bit overpowered there by the offensive player. You see Jordan James going to the line. He's going to shoot too. For behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow @MaxLive on Instagram. As he misses the first free throw there. Number 30 did check into the game for Oglethorpe. That's Willard Thompson. He did hit the second of 2 free throws there. Still a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, let's see if Yeshiva can produce a nice set here. Nice possession as they look to find the open man down low.
It's Roy looking to make something happen. Gives it to Yoav. Yoav back up top. A beautiful three-point attempt. Wide open from Orsanjevsky, but unable to capitalize there. We got Malachi coming down. Again, this is the matchup viewers didn't expect to see, but are in their seats, remaining in their seats for. It's the Malachi Max matchup. As he puts up a 3 right on cue, but it's no good. Zevi with his eyes up. He sees Orr, but gives it to Roy. Roy kicks it to the corner for Max. Max is telling Malachi, you attempt the 3, I'll attempt one right back, but this time he capitalizes.
Yeah, beautiful stroke there from Max, leading away for Yeshiva with 15 points. A beautiful shot there from Max with a beautiful execution from the Yeshiva offense.
Could this be where Yeshiva pulls away? We got Willard puts up 3, first shot attempt of the game. Orr coming down. He settles for the mid-range. No good, but Roy's right there to clean it up. And just like that, Yeshiva is up by 9. Oglethorpe calls a timeout before anything can get out of hand. We'll be right back. Stick around, because we got commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
And now we're going to send you to our sideline reporter, Yosef Silver. Yosef, take it away.
We at YU talk a lot about Coach Steinmetz and the way he's transformed YU's program into become a powerhouse in D3. But the same could be said for Coach Ponder of Oglethorpe. Now in his 22nd season, when he was named head coach in the 03-04 season, Oglethorpe was coming off of 4 consecutive seasons, finishing second last in the conference. In the 13-14 season, which was their best season, they had 21 wins, were ranked 21st nationally, and lost in their conference championship overtime. In overtime, excuse me. Recently, they've been a staple at the top of the conference, and they're looking to capture a national championship. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Yosef. Well said. Always great to have you a part of the team.
Yeah, Yeshiva's currently on a 9-1 run here, and for Oglethorpe, they have to stop the bleeding and make a quick bucket. Plenty of time in this game, but you can't let Yeshiva get away. They found their offense is clicking, and you cannot allow that if you're Oglethorpe.
Malachi kicks it out to the corner, right back to the top. That's a drive to the hoop. Malachi looking to make something happen. That's Robinson with the ball. He drives. It's tipped. That's a steal. Orr's going the other way. Orr lays it up and in.
Once again, steals for Yeshiva, leading to points. That has been the recipe for Yeshiva to do well in games, and they certainly are doing that today.
Exactly. Defense leading to offense. As Max Zakheim gets the steal right on cue. And that's Yoav Osaka. He slaps it home. And just like that, this trip has erupted.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yoav Osaka, love to see it with a beautiful slam dunk. As Yeshiva's up 13.
The fans really got to their feet there. YU has all the momentum. Oglethorpe looked to really end that momentum, but YU's coming back. Roy kicks it to Orr. Orr back to Roy. Slow it down at the top. That's Max. Orr gives it inside to Roy. That's a steal from Oglethorpe.
Yeah, good hands there from Oglethorpe, not allowing Yeshiva to find something inside.
At this point with, and that's an and one. Foul gets called on Orr. That's going to send number 22, Mason Kemp, to the line to complete this three-point play.
Yeah, beautiful right hand there from Mason, getting the contact and finishing for the and one. Really a much-needed bucket for Oglethorpe as they're trying to stuff this bleeding before it gets out of hand. Really what you want to see. That'll be Orr's third foul as well. So, certainly with 11 minutes to go, you've got to be careful if you're Orr.
As he does complete that three-point play, a much-needed bucket, as you were saying, for Oglethorpe before this game was able to get out of reach, and just like that, it's only a 10-point lead. Got Cronin at the top, gives it back to Max. Max finds Orr. Max drives to the hoop. He kicks it back out. That's Cronin on the three. Puts it up. It's no good. Roy with the offensive rebound. We're reset. Max wants the shot, but instead he keeps it. Some stifling defense by Oglethorpe. Long shot, long rebound. That's Orr puts up the three, no good as well. That defense really, packing the paint there, forcing YU to settle for some threes.
Couldn't agree more. There's nothing where Yeshiva could have done there. They couldn't find a man down low in Roy, and they certainly settled for a three.
As Roy going for the rebound, slips out of his hands. Oglethorpe's going to remain possession. Zevi's going to check back in, giving Max Zackheim a break.
Might be Max's first real minute sitting this whole season. He's rarely sat this season. If we look at the numbers, I think it's less than 2.5 minutes.
He's really a key player for YU, and Steinmetz is letting us know that.
Yeah, he's what we call a workhorse. Just doesn't stop running, doesn't stop moving. Hard player.
As that's a three-point attempt. No good. YU is able to grab the rebound there. Zevi not looking to do anything too fancy here. Just trying to put the ball in the hoop. That's a three-point attempt from Zevi right off the bench. He picks up right where he left off, unfortunately.
Yeah, for Zevi Samet, he is 1 from 7 from deep. Rarely do we ever see those numbers from Zevi.
As a strong take, but unable to really finish. Yoav Osaka gets fouled there after securing the defensive rebound. And Dotan Berdych is going to check in to give Orsanjevsky a break. Zevi really wants to make something happen here. You could tell, you could see it in his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to go to the line. They always say that it always just takes one shot in order for everything to start working. And for Zevi taking threes when he hasn't really seen a good shot yet go in today, it's been hard. And so he really needs something to go for him. Maybe he should try to penetrate the paint.
As they continue swinging it around the hoop, around the arc. Zevi gets fouled on the ground while he's going to retain possession. That foul was called to number 14, Tom Baldwin. Sorry, Jackson Cap. That's what I meant. Zevi kicks it to the corner. That's a three-point attempt. That's no good. Dotan, but YU retains possession. A beautiful find inside. That's great connection to ultimately ending in a wide-open Roy layup.
Jackson Cronin saw that play a mile away, was just waiting for the ball to enter his hands and found a wide-open Roy down low. But really a beautiful second chance opportunity for Yeshiva.
Oglethorpe looks to answer back with a three. No good. The ref's going to call out of bounds off Jackson Cronin. He believes that he touched it last.
Yeah, great hustle there from Jackson. We're starting to see Jackson really come into his own for Yeshiva, getting real minutes, getting minutes on an excellent game here. Yes, it's a 12-point game, but this Oglethorpe team has stuck with Yeshiva the entire way, and this game could be flipped in a second.
This is number 11, Marcus Starry, looking to make something happen here, but that's a steal by Jackson Cronin. He gives it to Zevi in the corner. Zevi puts up the three, and finally, he's able to take off that lid, and he oh so desperately tried to remove for so long.
Yeah, that rim was not nice to Zevi all day, but he lifted that lid.
He sure did, as Oglethorpe gets the offensive rebound off the clank three. A little no-look, full cross-court pass. which resulted in a nice take to the hoop and a score by Mason Kemp.
Yeah, Yeshiva so far.
Wow, with a deep 3 attempt. Yes, you were. Oglethorpe coming down. We got a little fast break, a little fake. Jackson Cronin gets called for the foul. He disagrees with the call, however.
Yeah, no, as I was saying, really great play there from Jackson. I thought he got all ball there, but Yeshiva really has been doing a lot better this second half, not allowing Oglethorpe to take advantage of the rebounds. Trying to see just in this second half alone, Yeshiva is up on the rebounds, 14-11. Last half, as we mentioned, they were down double digits in rebounds, and for them to be able to cut into that will obviously give them a better advantage to win this game. But certainly, you'd like to see so far that Yeshiva is doing much better on the rebounds than they were in the first half.
As Max Zakheim checks in now for Jackson Cronin, give him a little bit of a break.
It's also worth mentioning that 3-point-wise in this second half, Yeshiva's 2 of 12, while Oglethorpe is 1 of 13. So the shooting woes are certainly there for both sides.
As Zevi feeling it after that last 3-point attempt, and he's now 2 for 2 in the last minute from 3.
Yeah, if we look at it from that point of view, he is perfect.
There's a little bit of cheating there on the, attempting to get the steal, but he gets right back into his spot. That's a great defensive effort from the team as a whole, but really led by Yovel Selka there, hustling, ultimately leading to a turnover.
Yeah, you love to see it. You're starting to see the YU Max full potential come into play now. Let's say it's an 8-9 man rotation, and everyone's really playing strong in their minutes. You really do love to see that if you're the YU Max, and if you're Coach Elliott Steinmetz. The second half looks completely different from the first half. It took him a while to wake up, but Shabbos has ended, and now we're playing ball.
Exactly. Welcome to the week, my friend. Or gives it back to Dothan. Dothan finds Max, who finds Cronin inside, a little bit too short. This is Mason Kemp coming the other way, but he gives it up to a relatively quiet, as of late, Malachi. Oh, and the ref is calling a foul. The fans don't agree, but that's a foul call on Dothan Berdicho.
Yeah, I thought he traveled there. I thought his foot came down and he traveled, and then Dothan tried tipping it away. But their refs obviously are going to say that he hit the hand there, which caused the foul, as opposed to Zevi having a fast break with nobody in front of him. So that's the call there.
Fans disappointed in that call as they were excited for Zevi to throw it down.
I'm not sure if he would have done that, but they would have for sure gotten 2 points from that.
I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. That's speaking of relatively quiet in the second half. That's Robinson, but you know what? You give him the ball, it's just too easy for him. He gets inside and scores.
Yeah, for Yeshiva, I would love to see them draw up a play here. Not necessarily a 3, but something in the paint.
As Max does get it inside, kicks right back out. Zevi has it at the top. Back to Max. He has an open Dothan, but finds Orr instead. Orr hits the 3. And just like that, YU has their biggest lead of the game, 78-62. A little miscommunication there, but they retain possession. That's a 2-point attempt. It's no good. A little bit of fatigue maybe taking effect here as the game comes to its final 5 minutes.
Yeah, fun fact for those from Hotlanta, this gym is hot. So, even though I know Oglethorpe is used to playing in Hotlanta, this gym is not a surprise if you live in Atlanta. It is just as hot here as it will be there. So just if you're from Oglethorpe, I wouldn't call the weather that much of a disadvantage, as we've mentioned in the past, previous teams that have come played here in the gym.
And that says a lot coming from a man like you who lives in Atlanta, calling this place hot. You know it must be a bit toasty in here.
Exactly.
As Malachi kicks it cross court. Wow, that's a good 3-point attempt from Mason Kemp. We got a foul called by Oglethorpe after the make. Stick around. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996. Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back. We got a thriller here on our hands. Yeshiva has got up to a 50-point lead, as we see here on your screens. Part of the incredible momentum that YU has gained as of late came from that tenacious dunk from Yoav Oselka just a few minutes ago. YU looking to ride that momentum all the way to the end of this game until the final horn is blasted. Always exciting to see a highlight like that here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. It was Oglethorpe who called the timeout, but it was after a make. It is YU's ball. YU up by 15, 4:43 remaining in the game.
It looks like there's a spillage by the YU Max bench area. You know, this reminds me of like the NBA play. I think it was Jason Kidd.
It was Jason Kidd.
Yeah, who told one of his players to bump into him and you know, cause a timeout. Usually though, that's in a much closer ball game. Here, 15-point game. I don't know if that was the call there from Coach Elliott Steinmetz, but glad to see that they cleaned that one up.
Especially coming out of a timeout, you know, no need to really play any games.
Exactly.
As Or nearly turns it over, but they do find Zevi, who finds Or, who turns it away. Malachi is here in the stands with us.
We'd like to welcome Malachi to the booth.
All right. Nice getting to know you.
And maybe we'll get him after the game if he wants to come up and join.
That could be. Hey, seems like he was eager to join us.
Yeah, he certainly was eager. He's got better places to be than with us right now.
That's for sure. Or looking to do something with it. We got Oglethorpe back into man defense.
We got a mismatch here between Max and number 31.
Exactly. You want to switch to a man defense. That's where Max thrives, but unable to capitalize there. Malachi takes it to the hoop, and we got a foul. He's going to go to the line for two. That foul was called on number 22, Dotan Bardisha.
Yeah, and that will be his fourth. One more, and he will be out of the game. I am curious if Coach Steinmetz is going to sub him out. My assumptions are probably right in the situation, but it doesn't look like he's going to anyone yet.
He knows, Coach trusts that he is disciplined enough to be able to stay in the game for at least a little bit longer. He did miss that first free throw there. And he did miss the second one, surprisingly, although he does get the offensive board. Oglethorpe retains possession. A nice little strong take to the hoop by number 14, Jackson Kemp, right over the smaller defender. As Oglethorpe is now in a full court press, it does get tipped out of bounds. As long as YU stays disciplined, and I know they will, we'll be back in a half-court offense in no time. They find Zevi. Zevi with his eyes on the hoop. He finds Dotan. He's electing not to shoot it, as YU, with a score, with a lead of 13, now looking really to rush anything. Loren has the ball down low. He puts it over the smaller defender, not by much, but smaller defender, and he scores.
Yeah, good play there from Luke, finding the backboard and finding the angle to create the shot. Not sure if that's what Coach Elliott necessarily would have wanted there, but a beautiful fine play there from Luke.
As Dotan playing with fire there, as he has one more foul, he's out of the game, but he does get the stop. Oh, a little bit of aggressive defense, but the refs are going to let the boys play. Loren gives it up to Zakheim. Again, in no rush really to do anything with a 15-point lead and 2.5 minutes remaining. But now with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, Zevi gets called for an offensive foul. He did extend his arm before attempting the shot. At least that's what the ref plays. So you can see it there on your screen.
This has not been Zevi's day, but even though Zevi, it's not his day, and when I mean that, he's shooting 5 of 12 with 19 points, which actually leads the YU Max on a bad Zevi Samet day. He's really played as well as he could in a bad day for Zevi. So.
And Oglethorpe finds themselves with a wide open 3, unable to capitalize there. That was Joe Hellenbrook who attempted that one. Jackson Cronin's now with the ball. Gives it off to his brother. Gives it up to Zach Eim.
Yeah, and the first time this year, it looks like Max is 1 rebound away from a double-double. So let's stick around to see if he grabs that last rebound.
Curious to see if he even knows that. He's not a man who's focused on stats. I bet he has no idea he's so close. Malachi looking to do something with it, looking to generate some late game offense here for this team. He goes up, it goes in. We got a timeout called by Oglethorpe. YU is up by 13. We are going to send you to commercial break, but stick around, we'll be right back.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max! Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leket Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
We are back with 1:45 remaining in this game as Max Zakheim gets fouled in the wraparound foul by Malachi Dooley. That is not enough fouls to send him to the line just yet. While you're really looking to close this out, not trying to make any dumb mistakes, as Zevi does turn the ball over. We got Malachi, the strong take to the hoop. He scores. It's an 11-point game. 1.5 minutes remaining. Max with a lot of pressure on him. He turns the ball over once again. And just like that, it's a single-digit lead by the Max with a quick 4 points. Quick 4 points from Oglethorpe. Zevi pressured there in the corner. Tells the ref we need a timeout.
Yeah, and let's keep it here for now. I'm a little surprised there that we've seen in previous games that Yeshiva has not done a great job of breaking the press. And certainly right there we saw that Yeshiva was not sure what to do. Max was basically yelling at his teammates to come help him out, and nobody came to help. He threw the ball away because he was going to travel otherwise. It's always a question as to whether or not you should throw the ball away or take the travel there and let the offense set up. But for Yeshiva there to not be able to break the press was quite surprising. So certainly Coach Elliott right now is just draw up what a break press looks like, because right now it doesn't look like YU has any clue how to get out of it. For Oglethorpe, they just got to hope for turnovers and opportunities right now with 1:13 left. They're only down 9, so this game is not over yet. But it takes a steal, a bucket, a steal, and another bucket to really feel like you're in this game. Maybe a 3 in there also to cut it to 4 or 5. But that's how close this game is to really cutting it close. So this game is far from over with 1:13 left. Look for Yeshiva to find a way to break this press, or to find a way to get fouled to go to the line.
Exactly. A couple plays defensively going Oglethorpe's way to lead to that quick 4-0 run. They could easily continue to do that, as they will continue to put the pressure on. YU knows that. The Max know that. They know they just need to stay disciplined, focus and close out this game. As Max does have the ball, he almost turns it over, but it is, yes, he does. It is Oglethorpe's basketball. Nope, he does not turn it over. It is off the Oglethorpe defender. Yeshiva does retain possession.
Yeah, Oglethorpe does not like that call, and obviously we can't see it on this side, but that's the way that the call is going to be made. Oglethorpe is just protesting that play, but not a big deal.
The refs are convening for just a moment. He just wanted to confirm that his call was correct. His friend tells him, yep, you were correct. Gives it into Max. Max trying not to turn it over. They find Zevi. Zevi finds Cronin, and that is an 8-second violation. This aggressive 10-second violation. This aggressive defense is really paying dividend for this Oglethorpe team as they look to make this improbable, but not impossible. Thank you, not impossible. Comeback.
Absolutely, and for Yeshiva right now, they got to find a way to break this press. Right now, Oglethorpe is going to drive and either get the line for 2 right here, but they're not going to settle for a 3. This is too early to be shooting for 3s.
As Max is in the face of Malachi Dooley, he doesn't score there. As long as the Max really can get a stop here, they're in good shape. That's what they do. As a foul is called. That foul is called on Mason Kemp, number 22, on the rebound. It's Yeshiva basketball.
Yeah, I can promise you that Coach Elliott in practice, whenever they have practice this week, it's not going to be tomorrow, but maybe the day after, they're going to be learning how to break a press. That is going to be on the itinerary for practice this week.
Learning how until they can't learn no more.
Exactly.
As, once again, Max looking to do something with it, trying to get it into the second half of the court. That's Zevi with a wide open lay. Oh, almost wide open, but then the defender caught up to him. That's the second foul called in these last 2 minutes on Mason Kemp. That'll send Zevi to the line for 2. 2 free throws here puts YU in a much more comfortable situation. Just a little bit of a confidence boost. As he does nail the first one, sigh of relief for this Yeshiva team, as they haven't looked real oriented as of late. He does hit the second one as well. Just like that, we're back to an 11-point Yeshiva lead. Strong take to the hoop. That is a foul called.
Yeah, that might be the end of Dotan there if that's his 5th.
That was Dotan's. That was a foul call on Dotan. And just like that, he's going to sub out for the game. A great effort from him today. A real big contributing factor.
Yeah, Dotan finishes this game today with 3 points, shooting 1 of 6 on the day, 0 for 3 from deep. But he contributed in many, many more ways other than what the stat sheet tells us.
I mean, just the sheer presence of him on the court scares offenses.
Shutting down Perry Robinson the second half has been a really wonderful thing for YU, and Dotan did a great job today on Perry along with the other Max, shutting him down in the second half, because in the first half, Perry looked like he was going to take over.
As he does hit both free throws, we're back into a single-digit lead for YU. Max obviously going to look to get the ball here. We got a foul called. YU retains possession. The ref's going to have him take it out from the sideline. Maybe an easier angle to take it out from.
Yeah, it gives you more space and opportunity on the right-hand side. Oh, looks like they're switching back.
Like that, playing with us a little bit.
Yeah, they are. They don't want the announcers to get the call right the first time. I get that.
That's fine. As Zevi does have the ball. And that is a good call by the ref. Zevi does get fouled there. not the guy that Oglethorpe wants to see on the line, as even when the three-point, even when the threes aren't falling for Zevi in a game like today, he is still money from the charity stripe.
Yeah, he's perfect, 8 of 8 from the charity stripe. But on a day when he's shooting poorly, you really don't want to put Zevi at the line when he's shooting poorly. That gets a player back into it. They always say if you can get those extra shots in during a game, you feel better about yourself. And for Zevi to be able to go 9 of 9 as of now at the line on a day where he's shooting 3 of 9 from deep and 5 of 12 for the day, really not what you want it to be doing if you're Oglethorpe. But to talk about Perry for a second, Perry's leading the Oglethorpe team right now with 24 points, and Dooley has 20. Really a phenomenal day for those two players. Really showing out here in New York City.
As Dooley with the take to the hoop, it's no good. They're electing not to foul, or at least the first attempt to force a turnover. That's Freundloch, hits it to a cunning Cronin, who dunks it and really puts the seal on this game.
Yeah, that'll wrap things up, everyone. That's a beautiful three there, but will not go, and that should end the ball game.
And it does. What an incredible game. Really a thriller towards the end. Stick around, because right after this commercial break, we are going to bring you the post-game show.
The best source of news today is JBS. And viewers should understand that this has become the public square of the American Jewish community. This is where they can get 24/7 information, understanding, analysis, sympathetically, honestly, accurately. JBS should become the address of choice.
I didn't always think that I had the potential to make the NBA. You have a lot of people throughout your life telling you you can't do it. You're not going to be tall enough. You're not going to be strong enough. You're too slow or whatever. And the way that you respond to those people is you just put in the work. I'm a big believer of what you do when nobody's watching. You put in the work when nobody's there, right? Just keep working, keep grinding, and it doesn't matter where you come from, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, anybody. You can be anybody. As long as you put in the work, you're going to make it.
Zevi!
Welcome back, everybody. This was an incredible game for the YU Max as they were able to really come out in the second half and really close this one out. We're going to send you to Sideline with Yosef Silver, who's got our player of the game, Max Zakheim.
Points, 10 rebounds, double-double, 3 assists, 3 steals in 35 minutes. After a back-and-forth first half, you guys went into the locker room up 1, but then you came out storming in the second half, going on a 15-3 run. What was said in the locker room, and what adjustments did you guys make at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, really all we did was kind of go back to what we do. Like, we just started talking in the locker room, like, offensively we're kind of getting whatever we want. We just need to trust our stuff and then continue to do what we do, and we scored 41 points in the first half. We knew offensively if we just kept doing what we were doing, we would continue to excel on that. And then defensively, we just had to guard the ball a little bit better. Made a couple adjustments on the guys, but I thought we guarded it way better in the second half. We didn't rebound as well as we wanted to, but we guarded the ball, so that's how we were able to get up to a 15-point lead.
We've seen big impacts already from new players like Luke Cronin, Jackson Cronin, and Jonathan Levy was out there tonight. What's it like to play with the new guys, and how does it kind of open up the game for you?
Yeah, the new guys have been great. They came in, just wanted to get better and kind of get in gel with the guys we already had. Luke and Jackson have been awesome. Just guys that have that experience at Division I level and just played a lot of years of college basketball, and just playing college basketball is the best experience you can get. So they've been awesome, and John Levy and other freshmen who came in and just put their head down and worked. So the team as a whole has a great camaraderie, and we're continuing to build, and it's only the beginning. So we're going to keep getting better.
You're obviously a very high energy, high intensity player, but through the first 4 games, you've sat a combined 10 minutes. How do you keep the energy through the game, even though you're playing despite the heavy minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, honestly, it's the off season. I mean, me and Zevi, every single day in the off season, we're working out 2-3 times a day, just preparing for these moments. I mean, it's not really a secret recipe or a secret sauce. It's just you got to get in the gym every single day, and that's how you're able to do that kind of stuff.
Finally, got any shout-outs for us?
Shout out my mom and Rub Cement.
That's it with player of the game, Max Zakheim. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, Yosef. A big thank you to JBS for bringing YU basketball to television viewers across the nation. As a Jewish multimedia channel, JBS is committed to promoting Jewish education, culture, and values. Special thanks to the Hote family for their generous support. We're thrilled to have shared the Max journey with you tonight, and we can't wait to see you back here for the next game. We want to thank everyone who made this production possible. Our executive director, Eitan Traurig, executive producer, Zevi Pancer, director, Jarrett Lazarus, assistant director, Moshe Register, associate producers, Yosef Silver and David Samson, assistant producers, Matthew Loren, Zachary Sicklick, and our camera operators, Moshe Laub. I'm Yisrael Liner, and I was joined today by Aaron Whedon. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We're signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.